So that top, by the way, is what I'm wearing. If you're interested, it's a logo top. Right now, though, we are outside. It's a beautiful evening here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And if this bad boy actually had water in it, I would be inside. It's the Cancun by Bestway 2 to 4 person inflatable heated hot tub. So if you've got this at home, call your girlfriends and say, hey, come on over. Let's hop into the hot tub, get a couple of glasses of wine working, and enjoy. We're offering it at a price of $499.99. That's $100 off the regular QVC price. And if you are shopping today, you get it with free standard shipping and handling. Normally the shipping would be $45.22, so this is a good time to get it. It comes to us from Bestway. They've been in the industry of hot tubs and inflatables for 25 years. If you are also shopping with your QVC credit card, you can opt for 12-month special financing on this hot tub. It works out to be just over $42 or around $42 per month to get this home. We have the pleasure of being joined this evening by Michelle Stretch. Michelle brings to us a lot of great products for in and around our homes, and lucky you, you actually have water in your unit.
I've got water in mine, Jane, so
I'm so jealous.
Probably be in and out. I know. I wish you were here next time. You've got to come to my house.
I would love to.
I like your style too, but invite your girlfriends over, get your glasses of wine. You can certainly do that. You can relax in these. You can, after a long day, just enjoy your time. And it's by Bestway, as you mentioned, a leader in the industry of inflatables for over 25 years. Hot tubs and other things as well, like stand-up paddle boards, etc. But I'm just going to uncover mine right away. And by the way, this comes with the cover too that you're going to inflate. And I'm going to turn my hot tub on. So I'm going to let you just see what these bubbles look like here. Okay. How's that?
So jealous.
It looks pretty inviting.
120 jets of pure warm heaven, right?
Really, and I set it to 104 degrees,
oh.
Which, I'd like to mention too that this does everything that a professionally installed hot tub will do. Everything. You can heat it to 104 degrees. There are 120 jets in here, so you have that great massaging, soothing experience. There's a water filtration system, so you're going to be able to keep it clean. We also have a way that you can put cleaning materials in. You're going to use chlorine or bromine. You'll purchase that at either a pool store or online. You can keep it clean as well. No tool setup, Jane. Sets up in about 15 minutes. You'll inflate this. Everything's included. You do not need to purchase anything to inflate this tub. The only thing that you'll provide from your home is hose water. So it couldn't be easier than that.
I love it. Well, I tell you, when we built our pools, and this is the second home that we've put our own pool in, the first time we did it, we thought, no, we're not going to spend the extra money for the hot tub because it was thousands, I mean thousands of dollars to add that. Plus, you have to consider with a pool, when you add a hot tub, you really can't use it when the pool is closed, Michelle,
True.
in the winter.
I know.
So, getting a separate hot tub that I can move and put wherever I want to just makes sense. With a one-time investment of $500, now I can put this in wherever I want, move it to places that I want to as well, without a permanent addition. Plus, you would not, typically with the larger hot tubs and permanent spas that you put in, you have to have a permit and so on and so forth. All you need is a spot that will support 1,500 pounds total with the
Correct.
water in there. And again, the ability to plug this in. The actual unit itself is relatively easy to operate, so I'd love for you to talk us through. Mine, unfortunately, is facing the opposite direction, but I think we can probably still see it.
You know what? I actually have a second little camera.
Good. Perfect.
There it is.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I will talk you through that. So right here on the top, and it's super easy to use. You know what? I'm going to just turn off the jet for a second so you can hear me a little bit better. You turn it on with this button here, and you're going to hold your finger on it for 3 seconds the first time you turn it on. And then you're going to choose either Celsius or Fahrenheit. I have Fahrenheit 102 degrees right there. This is the locking feature. So I love that Bestway considers not just your comfort, but your safety too. So this screen will lock up anytime there's 5 minutes of inactivity. You just hold your finger on that for 3 seconds and it will unlock. This button right here is a timer, so you can set a future time for the amount of hours you would like it to heat up to your desired temperature, and that's a nice money saver too. This is the heating button right down here, and I have that heating up. Down here is the jet button. It looks like bubbles. So you turn that on and it becomes illuminated when that's on. This is the filtration button right here. That will automatically go on when it heats, but you can also just use that filter if you want to just keep the temperature full. Up and down buttons here for your heating. So you can, you can turn this down if you want it to heat to a lower temperature. I like it at 104. It's now 102 degrees, but I'm telling you. Oh, and the other thing, we've got these cup holders in here. So can you see that? They're built in as well. So I kind of like that. And by the way, it does fit a standard wine glass. So I already tried it. So we're good.
Just give us your address. I'll be there as soon as I get done the show.
After the show, okay.
So when you inflate this, and it's very intuitive, the Bestway company has tried to make this as easy as you possibly can. So the tube that you use to inflate this it comes with it. After you've done that, you put this hose away and then hook the components to the actual hot tub. And each one of them is a different size, Michelle, right? So that you don't have to worry about hooking the wrong port to the wrong hose and connector.
It's kind of impossible to do because there's 3 connectors on the side of that hot tub. You see these 3 connectors here? This one gets attached to the bottom right, which is where the jet come out to, the air comes out there when you are inflating. So when you do get this home, you'll have this hose, and then there's going to be this little attachment right here that's separate. You just put that in right there, Jane, and then you can inflate. There's a little hole at the bottom of the tub here, a little opening that has the number 1 by it. Okay, so just remember number 1, that's where you're going to inflate this from that pump unit. You press that bubbles button. It inflates in less than 5 minutes, which is really, really nice. And then you're going to want to put in, we have this filter unit that goes in there as well. And it's really nice because this just hooks right in, it threads right into the side there, right near where the unit is. And then inside here is a standard filter. And we give you 2 of these, so that's kind of nice as well. And then this one also threads on, it's called Chem Connect, and that's where you're going to put your chlorine or bromine tablets. There, you're seeing the inside right there. Okay, so that's exactly where you're going to hook it. And I love that overhead shot too because you're seeing the bottom of that spa. It's actually kind of cushy, Jane. I don't know if you felt that, but if you're thinking, well, I don't really want to sit on the ground in a spa, it's very cushy and comfortable. The sides have just a little bit of give. So it's really a great seat all the way around. Sometimes in the hot tubs that you have permanently installed, there's a couple of good seats and not so good seats. These have great seats all the way around.
Yeah, it has a nice little padded base, and then once you start with those bubbles, it's just going to feel so good. And imagine like after a day where you've really been, either playing tennis or pickleball, and you get to come home and do what all of the pro athletes do, decompress in some kind of really cool spa and hot tub in your own home with no appointment necessary. That's what this is all about. So one quick question coming in from our viewers. They want to know if we need a special outlet to plug this in.
No, actually you just plug it into a standard outlet. If you are going to use an extension cord, just check the voltage on, what you need. So you probably need an extra heavy duty one, but we do give you a nice long cord. I'm in my tub right now. I'm not going to get all the way in, but it feels amazing. All you do is just plug it into the wall. I mean, that's what I did. I have an outlet right here.
And most of us are going to put them relatively close to the house too. So I'm loving that yours is underneath your, on pavers, on your back patio or whatever it may be. We would probably do the same thing if this was an actual house right in this area, so we can run in if we're using this in the winter. But it is just the perfect size for 2 to 4 people to chill out and relax. You know, when we go to the actual spa, when you're done your treatments, whether you're getting the facial or a massage, what they encourage you to do is go and sit in that hot tub and just relax and enjoy and melt away the stress of the day. Imagine being able to do that every night or every day, whatever time works for you to rejuvenate. It just feels so good. The unit doesn't take a whole lot of time to inflate either. So, and when you inflate it, it is actually firm enough.
Solid,
now, I can't put my feet in because, believe it or not, there's still water in here from when it was filled yesterday. Yeah, so there's a little bit of water in it, but you can sit on the edge of it, no problem. We don't have this as inflated as we probably should, but it supports your weight. It's also easy to step in and out of, Michelle, because it's a lower profile. So the height of this is only 26 inches, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice height. I easily stepped into this. If, you know, maybe there is somebody that needs assistance to just help them over it.
Yeah, but if they sit on the edge and then swing their legs in, then you really don't need any special help to get in and out of it.
That's a great point, Jane. And, you know, I wanted to mention the diameter, too. It's about 6 feet in diameter.
Okay.
So it's a really kind of a nice, manageable size. It's a beautiful design, too. I love that Bestway really considers that. And, you know, I love the way they name the tub, too, the spas. This one's to Cancun. And this is nice because it has a really beautiful basket we've designed all the way around. And then on the inside, on the bottom, we saw what looks like pebbles that you might see, you know, in a pool.
Like the tile pattern at the bottom of the pool. Yeah.
Really well done. And you know what? So many safety features on here as well. That cover that I took off in the beginning and that you have there are 6 clips all the way around. There's a little kind of an apron that goes around the outside. 6 3-point clips, Jane. So little fingers are not going to be able to easily unclip those. You have to press the center and then press the 2 sides and then you pull it out. So it's a really nice safety feature. And trust me, you're going to want that. Oh, there you're seeing too. You're going to inflate. There's a center piece. There's that clip that you're seeing. That center piece will be inflated by the same unit that you use to inflate the tub. So you'll inflate that as well. And trust me, that cover is everything.
Oh, it is, because when I'm looking at this cover that's out here, there's a lot of birds that flew by, clearly, Michelle.
I know.
The birds wanted to go take a little dip. So, yeah. It's quite
their business.
But here's the other thing: when the cover gets dirty, you can always just hose it off. And the same with the pool. The pool cover is great. So if you leave the water in there, and again, if you're going to, we always recommend that you go get an inexpensive water test kit. You can get them at the pool stores. We use them for our, big pool. Test the pH and make sure everything is good, and you can get those bromine or chlorine tablets that will go into that filter, and then you don't have to worry about it. Keep the cover on it so that when the wind is blowing and the trees that are kind of losing all their cherry blossoms, that doesn't all end up in the spa. And I also suggested the other day, get a little skimmer. Again, and that will actually, if you're in the hot tub, allow you to really easily clean out anything that might fall in.
Yes. That's exactly what I have. I have a little test over here with a skimmer. I have my test kit, and I purchased the chlorine tablet and the test kit at the beginning of last season, a year ago, and I still have so much left. It's very inexpensive little purchase, but if you want to make a plunge and have a hot tub or a pool, like you said, at home, you do have to have a little care.
You do,
so it's a very, very small investment, a very small price to pay. And by the way, you can rinse out that filter. It's really nice. You can just pull it out and rinse it. But I mean, here's what it is. Here's what it is. This is just relaxation. It's party time. It's soothing your muscles. We know that warm water is therapeutic. You know, when it's cold and everything's tight, your body's like happy. But when it's warm and everything's kind of stretched out, it just feels so much better. It really contributes to your well-being. It does for me anyway.
And the sound is also soothing. We also
Oh,
know
yeah.
that the sound of bubbling water